welcome back to this Diablo 2 Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us here in the evil-filled lands of Sanctuary is Cassie Hack, aka Tallahassee. How are you this evening, my friend?
I am a little bit sad.
I must admit, I am too. Go on, tell us why you're sad.
I'm sad because this is our last Diablo 2 episode.
I know. I can't believe this. And by the way, folks, welcome to this episode. I know what you're thinking at home. You're thinking, hang on, how can this be the last one? Because, let's face it, Tallahassee, if we go into our quest log here, you can see we're, well, effectively we're halfway through the game. Well, pretty much exactly halfway through the game, because we're on Act 3. There's 6 acts in Diablo 2 with the expansion, isn't there?
I thought there was only 5.
Oh, God, actually, you know what, you might be right. Oh, so even over halfway. And those of you who've been following the series know that the last few episodes we've been chomping away at this one, Kalim's Will, and we've got the, in fact, if I bring up my inventory, we've got the brain. Now let's see if I can open the Heredric Cube. Now, where did I put them? Oh, maybe I put them in the, hang on, in my stash. Here we go. We've got the eye, the heart, and the brain. We've spent so much time and effort and death, Tallahassee, and God knows how much money dying to get those 3 items. The quest log now, we're on the final piece of that, which is that we have to find the flail. And the flail is in Travincal, and we have to avoid, well, we can't avoid it, the High Council. And in Travincal, if I go over here to our waypoint, we've got to get through Upper Kurast to firstly get to Travincal. So there's 2 more waypoints that we have to find. So how on earth can we be wrapping up the series? Well, there's a very specific reason for that. Tallahassee, go on, remind us why it is.
Because, well, this episode is going to go up on probably Monday the 15th, I think.
Yep.
Roughly. I think we've got about that. Actually, are we on time with that? Or are we, like, how far ahead are we?
Ooh,
so I'm trying to think of how far ahead we are.
We may be even a week ahead of that. You know what? Both of us are hopeless at that sort of stuff. We're terrible at the logistics. So either this episode we're filming now is 2 weeks from now or 1 week. I can't honestly remember. But either way, in the meantime, something very big is happening in the Diablo world.
Yeah, I know. Blizzard, those amazing bastards, are actually releasing a game.
Yep. They are amazing bastards. And in fact, before you go on, because I'm sure everyone knows what we're going to say, but before you do, you know what? I remember back in the day, someone said to me, they came around to my house and they saw the boxes lining my bookcase that are full of Blizzard games. And I'm not just talking about Diablo 2, the expansion to Diablo 2, but I'm also talking about Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 2, the Battle.net edition, Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, all collector's editions, of course, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, blah, 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 blah. I've got so many Blizzard. Oh, and StarCraft 1 Brood Wars, StarCraft 2, very soon to be Heart of the Swarm as well. I've almost got like an entire bookcase dedicated to Blizzard games, and like you say, those cheeky buggers make such good games, don't they? I mean, they've got to be one of the greatest publishers and developers. Well, they're not a publisher anymore, but greatest developers of our lifetime, wouldn't you say? I mean, who could trump them as up until recently, an independent studio? I can't think of anyone. Because I mean, you can...
No, not on the wealth of games that they've created, but BioWare wouldn't be too far behind them.
Oh,
but
good point. BioWare right up there.
id Software?
Yeah, id BioWare. I mean, either way, and of course we're not trying to say that one's better than the other. We're just trying to recognise the fact that Blizzard are, without a doubt, up there in the top echelon of games publishers and developers. Well, probably since the beginning, because they go all the way back to when they were Silicon Synapse as well, and they had Rock and Roll Racing on the SNES. They had, what else? They have the Vikings, the Lost Vikings. There's a whole bunch of properties that, let's face it, have become synonymous with gaming. Because I think if we talk about World of Warcraft for a moment, I think even though there were MMOs before WoW, even you must admit that WoW was the one that brought gaming to non-gamers. Surely that's an indisputable fact.
I don't know if it brought gaming to non-gamers, but I think it certainly brought MMOs forward into the public eye.
Right. Actually, that's a better way of putting it. And
it made it accessible.
Yeah, so actually that's probably more what I'm trying to say, I guess, because the point is, if you look at the WoW demographic, there are a lot of players who play WoW who are not gamers, but they play WoW. And, you know, for example, the partners of people who are gamers, or, you know, the wives and husbands of gamers that play. And, you know, they don't play any other games, but they play WoW. And, you know, that's a pretty amazing feat. And the fact that, yes, we all know that WoW's sub-base is slowly dwindling and all the rest of it, but there's still over 10 million, and it's still the elephant in the room. And it just goes to show that Blizzard, you know, kind of know what they're doing when it comes to making ridiculously addictive, popular, long-lasting games. Because, I mean, let's shift our focus to StarCraft for a moment. Yes, StarCraft 2 is out, and, you know, a lot of their tournaments are obviously StarCraft 2 focused, but good lord, there are still, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars that get won every year in pro tournaments for StarCraft 1. And, I mean, how old's StarCraft 1 now? I mean, it's got to be, what is it, 10 years or more?
How old was I when that came out? I think I was about 16. I was definitely still in high school.
Right.
So that's nearly 14 years, nearly 15 years.
Okay, so it's even more than that. Now, you know, love them or hate them, they make fantastic quality games. Whether they're your cup of tea or not is irrelevant. The fact is that they are super high quality. I think they easily set the standard in terms of QA. And not only that, but of course, you know, every property that they own is just a huge, well-known, you know, basically if you talk about the gaming industry, you talk about games like Diablo and StarCraft and WoW especially. You know, do you play games? Yeah, I play WoW. You know, it's like almost synonymous with playing games. So, you know, for them to release another iteration of a popular game is a big thing. And I think what you're trying to say, Tallahassee, is that imminent, and in fact, by the letter of the law, as of the time we're filming this, 1 week pretty much from today, something's going to be released. What is that?
Diablo 3.
Da, 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 da. There we go, that's my on-the-spot fanfare, folks. We'll have a little run around here. Yay, a celebration run around. That is right, folks. So to answer all of your questions, by the way, boy, are we getting a lot of questions about this. What is going to happen to our Let's Play series now that Diablo 3 is on the horizon? And in fact, again, by the time you guys are watching this from home, Diablo 3 will have in fact been released without a doubt. You know what, Tallahassee and I have thought long and hard about this, and I think Tallahassee, it always comes down to, or rather comes back to the same thing, which is, like we say, our biggest in real life raid boss is time. Time is our perpetual enemy. And of course, both Tallahassee and I, as you all know, we work full-time day jobs. We don't just do videos for a living or anything like that. So, you know, we have a limited amount of time. And of course, you know, our little Sambo NZ community is pumping out at least one episode per day, and it leaves us with very little time. So are we going to be able to carry on with our Diablo 2 series as well as do the Diablo 3 series? Tallahassee?
No, right. We're not.
And it's about as simple as that.
That doesn't mean that we're not going to revisit the world.
Exactly.
You know, with live streams and such.
Exactly.
But it doesn't mean that we're going to be continuing on doing this.
Yeah. So, I guess to put it really simply, folks, the Let's Play series for Diablo 2, as you know it, will unfortunately have to come to a close. And, you know, like Tallahassee said, future ventures here will be in live streams. And don't you worry, we will definitely be doing that. And we'll get a lot of audience participation in that case, by the way. We're really going to look forward to that one. Just like we do with our League of Legends live streams with the wonderful Regina J. Lacerta. And that means that you guys will be able to hop into a game with us and we'll have a bit of a romp around. So don't worry, you're not going to see the last of it. But I think, Tallahassee, it's fair to say that apart from having a wonderful blast from the past, the real reason we started this series was as a prelude and a warm-up to Diablo 3 launching itself. And in fact, I only the other day was watching our episode 0 in the series, where we did that little piece where we were trying to figure out what sort of game we were going to play. It doesn't seem like that long ago we did that now, but gosh, it was a while ago. And of course, you know,
6 months.
Yeah, at minimum. It just seems like yesterday. But of course, the whole point was to bring everybody back up to speed with the Diablo universe and make sure that we all knew who Deckard Cain. There he is, highlighted right there. In fact, hang on, let's click on him, see if he can say hello. Oh, he didn't say hello. Let's talk to him. Hang on. We'll get some gossip.
Ormus would like you to think him mad, then listen to his words.
And of course, that voice, that accent is pretty much famous. If you're a gamer, you know it and recognize it. And it's safe to say that that is still alive and well in Diablo 3, with both myself and Tallahassee here being actively involved in the beta. We're really looking forward to it. So there you go, folks. I guess that's a long-winded way of saying it's time to say goodbye to Diablo 2. This will be our very last episode in the Let's Play series, but what you've got to look forward to next is a full and thorough Diablo 3 Let's Play series to replace this, and that will be starting as soon as the game is launched. Now, Tallahassee, pretty sure you're in the same boat here, but I have a collector's edition of the game winging its way to me. I'm pretty sure you got that when CE as well, didn't you? Money. Well, especially on stuff like this. I mean, let's face it again, Blizzard know how to do a collector's edition. I love their WoW ones, and I can't wait for this one. Honestly, looks stunning in the white box and all the rest of it. But you also went a step further, and as we know, you got the Book of Cain. You still got that?
I do. It's sitting here on my desk.
Now, I'm glad to hear that, because what I'd imagine is that throughout the Diablo 3 series, I think we're going to be referring to that a little bit as a bit of a Bible, bit of a reference, and we're probably going to have to get you to look up some stuff just to remind us, because, of course, folks, ending the series for Diablo 2 now, and again, referring back here to the quest log, you can see we're only at Act 3 of 5 or 6, goodness me, I can't remember which, but either way, you guys are going to miss out on those last 2 or 3 acts, and you know, I mean, I guess it's fair to say, Tallahassee, that when you load into the world in Diablo 3, all of this, you know, all 6 of these acts have transpired already at the beginning of Diablo 3, right?
That's right. I'm not too certain how far after it's set.
Right, no, neither am I. That's not clear. But either way, there's going to be a gap. If you've been following this series, guys, and you've never played Diablo 2 before, and we leap into Diablo 3, there will be a gap. There'll be references in D3 that you won't know about because we never got to them here. Like, for example, the big bad guy at the end and stuff like that. So we will have Tallahassee on hand and the Book of Cain, because the Book of Cain kind of fills in that gap nicely, and I think that's why it was produced. I mean, I'm interested in your thoughts on this, Tallahassee. My thought is that the Book of Cain was made so that people could pick up Diablo 3, but by reading the book, it kind of brings them up to speed with the world and the events that happen here that we're not unfortunately going to get to see. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, that's definitely what it seems to be doing.
Right.
And there's tidbits that sort of hint toward what's going to be happening in Diablo 3 as well.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Right, that's very cool.
Like a passage in a prophecy, which I'm staring at the moment.
Yeah. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah. I don't know if it is a spoiler or not.
I guess if it's in the book, it's probably not. It's probably a very big clue or a hint. But you know what? That's what I am looking forward to in Diablo 3, because of course in the beta, we never really got anything but the first act. So it's a surprise to everybody. We don't know really what's going to happen. But folks, I urge you to make sure you tune in for the first one of those, because, you know, it's the newest property, as we said, from Blizzard. It's going to be probably one of the hottest games this year, one of the most popular games this year, and you're going to see it here from start to finish. Again, Tallahassee and I commit to a full and thorough Let's Play of Diablo 3, the entire thing. Once they get PvP up and running, because it's not at the moment and it won't be at launch, we will also be inviting you guys to come along and join us for that as well. But in the meantime, I think basically we've got about 15 minutes left in this episode. I say we go out and style Tallahassee. Now, even though we're not going to get anywhere, and again, I'm looking at the quest here, we do have to try and make our way to Travincal. Why don't we hop into the waypoint and at least go as far as we can, which is, Kurast Bazaar. So here we are, and of course you remember this, folks, from last time. Gosh, it was a nightmare around here. Why don't we just travel as east as we can and kill lots of stuff and see what happens, and just have a good old combat time as our last sort of, you know, parting goodbye to Diablo 2. What do you reckon? We just kill stuff?
Yeah, can I laugh if we actually get where we're wanting to go.
Well, that would be funny, because in every single episode we try to get somewhere, and of course, as you guys know, if you've been following the series, we never do. Yet it would be hilarious, like Tallahassee says here, if we're just doing random killing and heading east and we actually find the next waypoint, because that's never happened in the series. So that would be hilarious. Now, why can't we attack these? Oh, they're on the other side of the wall. Do you know what's interesting? The AI can't distinguish a wall, can it? Because my guys are just standing there shooting at the wall, pretty much. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yep.
This guy's just throwing out AoE everywhere.
I know. It's great, isn't it? Love it.
Ah,
Oh, my
now I
lord.
know what he was trying to hit.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, and I'm out of mana. Far out. Oh, some baskets. Must open baskets. Aw, they're all empty. Seriously, so overpowered. It's pretty funny, isn't it? But you know what? That kind of makes it fun. I don't mind. I don't mind the fact that we're overpowered. Because I like romping through a game, feeling like I'm some, unstoppable force. Oh! You're right. Here we are at Upper Kurast. What?
It's like, we're going to be wrapping up, and then all of a sudden we're in the places that we're meant to be. Yeah,
it's Murphy's Law, isn't it? Good Lord. Always against us. Now, what we do have to do, though, isn't there... What was the next waypoint? Was it the Bazaar, or was it just Upper Kurast? I honestly can't remember.
Upper Kurast.
Oh, so somewhere around here, there's going to be a waypoint.
Yep. Holy Jesus, you made friends. Yep.
Whoopsie. Oh, Doom Bang or something? Some big... Oh my god, what the heck? Look at him, there he is, Doom Bang. Oh my lord. Well, that had to happen, didn't it, Tallahassee? It wouldn't be an episode if we didn't get wiped. Oh, that was
20 grand.
Oh my lord. Okay, where are the... Oh, actually, I want to go to the trader. I do want to go to the trade. I want to get rid of the stuff in my inventory. Now, you remember, do you where the repair guy is? Because I can't... I never find him. Is he down south?
He's on the other side. Yeah. Don't forget to resurrect your minion as well.
Oh, thank you very much. Whoops. Always forgetting that. How did that... I must admit, I wasn't keeping an eye on the action because it was thick and fast and too much going on the screen. And by the way, another $4,000. Ouch. Did that guy... It felt to me like that guy basically one-shotted me and you. I mean, what happened there?
We weren't getting one-shotted, but...
Oh. Felt like it.
It wasn't a happy place for us to be.
No. Not at all. Alright, trade and repair. Repair all. Alright, back to the waypoint, I guess. Far out. That was nasty. It was a big guy with the blade. Like he had a big scythe on his back, didn't he?
Yeah, but that's not what was doing the damage. It was his lightning that was doing the damage.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Far out. Oh, God. There's more. Oh, at least, this is one of the good things about Diablo 2 is when you've got your map up, at least you can see where you've been because the areas of the map get exposed, if you know what I mean. So at least we've got some kind of reference. But I feel very naked when you're running back, you just got no armor, no nothing.
I'm going to want you to start putting down some fireballs.
Yep. Oh, was that him? That was him, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, he fell over. So hang on, so when you do all that huge amount of damage to a mob like that, does it keep that damage on them? Like when you come back?
Keep the damage.
Okay, because you'd think in a game like this it would kind of regain its health, regen. Do you know what I mean? But I'm glad it doesn't. Don't get me wrong. All right. Now we're still looking for this. We're looking for the waypoint, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm just going to fill my belts again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I need to do the same thing. Thank you. One sec. Lots of health potions. Alright, done. Now, I would, you know what, it'd be a nice close to the series if we actually could find the waypoint. That would be really nice. Will it happen? Possibly not. Although in here, hey, can you see around here in this building, how do we get there? Why can't I go past? Can we not go past that tree? No. I can see a dungeon. There's an entrance. In fact, there's two entrances. That's the sewers. Now, we've already been down to the sewers, I think. But there's something in here. There's some big structure. Oh my god, help! Holy cow! You may wish to come this way. Oh god!
I am on my way. I'm going around the other way though. What have you got?
There are so many mobs down here. I don't know if you can get to it that way. Well, I couldn't figure out a way. Oh god! Dude. Jeez.
Where are you? I can see fireballs coming my way, so that's gotta be close.
That's good. There you are. Alright, now the reason I was coming down here is that there's some kind of entrance in here. Because I can see a red dot on the map in this building. So let's hop in and see what's there. Ah! There! The Forgotten Temple! Now what's this? Isn't that where there's something down in here? Let's go in. Now is this just a random dungeon, or isn't one of the quests... Oh my lord, look at the mobs! Whoa, there's a big... Oh, and he's dead, thank goodness. I'm going to say there's a big nasty there, a named mob.
There's still another one.
Oh god. Doesn't one of the quests take us down here, or am I dreaming?
I think you're dreaming.
Ah.
But I'm quite happy to be here.
Well, yeah, why not? Bit of a dungeon run as our last final goodbye to Diablo 2. Why not? Because, of course, let's face it, folks, Diablo 1 was all about dungeoneering, as we've talked about in previous episodes here. And at least Diablo 2 still has the dungeons, of course, but, you know, a lot of the content in Diablo 2 is above land. Whereas pretty much, you know, pretty much Diablo 1 was underground. I don't remember much being overground, Tallahassee.
No, there wasn't much. Damn these guys and their knockback.
Yeah, and I need to drop some more health potions on myself because these guys are very rough. Getting myself prepared. There we are. I love these environments though because they're horribly grisly, aren't they? I mean, that's pretty much a blood sacrificial pit down there, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd go with that.
It's full on.
Man, those bugs are so rough on melee.
Oh, they're rough on me too, and I honestly don't know how they're hitting me from... Whoa! Oh, no! Did you see that? Did you see that? Whoa! And
what, I saw you die?
Can you please put up a portal as well? I walked in that room, honestly, check it on the video, and they absolutely swarmed me. I had absolutely no chance there whatsoever. That was unbelievable trap. Wow. Yeah, thanks. I'll be back in a sec. And yes, I'll remember to get my henchy as well, by the way. Whoops, gone the wrong way. Whoa, that was very, very nasty. Gotta say, that was not fair at all.
Hello.
I'll empty my bags while I'm here.
This is Diablo, it's not meant to be fair.
Wow, yeah, that's a very good point, actually. Very, very good point. Oh, you're here as well? Hello.
Yep, I'm here. Now, did you happen to see a particular video that got posted today on the Blizzard channel?
Oh, I did, and it was awesome. Are you talking about the animated one?
Yes, Wrath.
Yes, go on, tell us about that, because, you know, I saw it, the reason I saw it is because of Chris Metzen. He actually did a tweet, and of course, Chris Metzen is one of the lead designers and lore masters in World of Warcraft. By the way, I'm going to go back through the portal just so that you know it's safe. Yes, now tell us about Wrath, because it looked amazing.
It did look amazing. It's really sort of a lead-in to what's going on in the world.
Right, in terms of Diablo 3.
Yeah, in terms of Diablo 3. I just don't want to give too much away because I really want them to go watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's seriously amazing. And the company that actually did the animation for it is the same company that makes Metalocalypse.
Aha, Metalocalypse. Go on, guys, let us know in the comments down below if you know what we're talking about there, because that's a classic animated series. And you know what, if it's the same company, that is awesome. Now, isn't it Peter Chung? Is that right?
Yeah, he wrote it, I believe.
Right. And of course, one of his famous properties would be Aeon Flux. Is that the right one? Have I got it right?
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yep. And would you look at that, a waypoint?
Oh, you joke. Oh, my Lord. You are kidding me. All right, well, look, we've got a couple of minutes left in this episode. I can't believe that's a great way to go out. Let's carry on even more. Let's carry on because we need to get to Travincal or Travincal or whatever you want to call it. Let's just keep going east for the next few minutes. And what's the bet we actually stumble right across that waypoint as well? That would be hilarious. Well, it wouldn't be funny at all, actually. It'd be painful. Oh, dear.
No, I would laugh.
Oh, you got to. But yes, look, that is fantastic. In fact, you know what I might do? I hope I remember. And you guys watching, if I don't, please let me know in the comments. What I'll try and do is remember to put a link to the Roth animated episode there that Tallahassee is talking about in the description below this video. And you need to watch it because it is spectacular. And if you like that style of animation, and it's a fantastic story, of course, as well.
And like you're interested in the lore as well.
Yeah, exactly. The lore stuff is fantastic, and it's got. I've noticed it's got the official, like, you know, I'm not going to give too much away, but pretty obvious that Kane is in it, and they use the actual voice actors from, for example, it's actually Deckard's voice. You know, it's the real deal, isn't it? And it's all sanctioned by Blizzard, etc., etc.
Yeah, it was all done by them.
Yep.
And it's pretty damned awesome.
It is. Now, one thing I wasn't quite clear, because I must admit, when I watched it, I was in a little bit of a rush. Are they saying that it's going to be a series, or was that just a one-off?
I think it was just a one-off, but it would be awesome if it was a series.
Hell yes.
Blizzard, if you're listening,
yes,
make
please.
It a series.
Yep. I don't care how much you make the price, I'll go buy it without doubt. Now, oh my god, Tallahassee! It's the Kurast Causeway now. The hell?
Don't
Oh,
tell me we're actually gonna get all the way bloody well through this.
I don't know. Well, hang on, that's not where we need to go, is it? That's just another dungeon, I think.
No.
Is it? Right, okay. Look,
Yes, it's another dungeon.
alright, look, we're nearly out of time, but seeing as this is being so ridiculous, look, it's Travincal! Oh my god, okay, we have to find the waypoint, and I think that'll be a perfect ending to the series, where in one episode, we find more than we've pretty much found in the entire series. Can you believe this? It's absolutely hilarious. Oh my god. And of course, this is just where the game really starts getting interesting. It really does step up a notch at this point. So it's kind of a shame that we're leaving it, but can we find ourselves a waypoint? Now, I'm going to split up, if you don't mind. Hopefully we'll survive. Oh, my quest log is updated. Kill the High Council. Well, gosh, maybe we should try. Maybe that's.
Since we're here.
Yeah, well, maybe that's how we leave this series, because that would be an epic way to exit our Diablo 2 Let's Play. Oh my god! Look at this, folks. We're being attacked left, right, and centre by these flame things.
This way. Come. Follow me.
Coming. How do I get in there? Ah. Up here, is it? Okay. Oh
And
my
I'm
god!
dead.
You were slain by a council member, and so was I. This is the council here. Oh god, look at it. Gilly's flame finger. Do you know what though? How funny is that? Because we never got the waypoint. So how far away from there was, you know, from the latest waypoint were we? Was it a bit of a trek?
Miles.
Well, you know what, folks? I don't know. To my mind, I think that's it. You know, that's a fitting way. Slain by the High Council. I don't know any time in any of the games I've ever played of Diablo 2 that I haven't been slain by the High Council. So let's pop up here and say hello to Deckard. Have a chat with him, see if he's got anything. Let's see what he says about Kalim's will.
You have found Kalim's heart, and it still bears the courage to face Mephisto. Place it in the Herodric Cube along with Kalim's other relics. The eye, the brain, and the flail.
There we go. Alright, well I think that is definitely it. Where are you? Where's Cassie Hack? There we go.
I'm here.
There we go. Well, folks, you know what? That's probably a very fitting way to end the series. We discovered more than we have in weeks. And not only that, but we got slain by the High Council, who of course are very... I think everybody wanders into that room the first time you play through, and it's like one of those holy crap moments when you realise that you're up against a bunch of badass mobs and you just get absolutely slaughtered, and that's what has happened to us. Now, our corpses are still out there, aren't they? So I think what we're going to have to do off air is try and go back and get our corpses, although that's a question I get asked a lot, Tallahassee. What if we were to log out of the game right now? What happens to our corpse and our gear?
Ports it back to the city.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. So you can actually log out here without any penalty, is that right?
Yep.
Alright, so maybe that's a faster way of doing it rather than running there. But there you have it, folks. I think this is it. Time for us to leave the wonderful world of Sanctuary as it appears here in Diablo 2. Both Tallahassee and I would like to thank you all very much for your support of this particular Let's Play series. It's been a hell of a lot of fun, a real blast from the past. I know from the amount of messages I get that a lot of you guys who have either lost your CDs or can't log in anymore have really enjoyed sort of revisiting these days. It brings back lots of memories. A lot of you guys have said from LAN parties from the days of old when you used to lug around your big desktop to your mate's house and there'd be 10 or 15 of you in a room. Do you remember those days, Tallahassee?
Yeah, I remember doing that.
In fact, I remember them with fondness. I miss those days, because now you can just, drop your little laptop into your backpack and, off you go, and they're not all-nighters anymore because people are wusses these days. You don't have to worry about connecting up cables because everyone's on wireless. I don't know, there's something about the good old days that I miss, and of course Diablo 2 was a big part of those days. Back in the day when we had Doom 2, Doom 1, and Diablo, they were kind of LAN party staples. Lots and lots of fun. So it's definitely been fun revisiting this, but all good things must come to an end, and of course it's not the end of the Diablo series at all. Coming up next will be our Diablo 3 full Let's Play, so I urge you guys to tune in and watch that, and we'll be going through all of that content. Now, Tallahassee, by the way, is a bit of a teaser. Do you have any clue as to what class you're going to be playing for your Let's Play character?
Probably Barbarian.
Barbarian, cool. As always, I'll be playing a sort of support...
We'll lead a tank.
Well, yeah, you'll be the tank. I want to be support type thing. What do you recommend for me?
If you want to play a wizard again.
Yeah.
Or you could look at playing a demon hunter.
Yeah. From what I played in the beta, I'm thinking exactly that. Either, I don't know, I might even just stick with the wizard. I don't know, it didn't much... The demon hunter didn't grab me, to be honest. But then again, I'm sort of a fan of a caster class, standard sort of magey type stuff, so that's probably what I'll go. But anyhow, folks, again, thank you very much for supporting the series. Of course, it's always going to be up on our YouTube channel for posterity. We'll have a separate playlist for D3, so you'll always be able to come back and check out all the Diablo 2 episodes whenever you like. So I guess it's time for us to bid farewell to Deckard Cain in his current form, and the next time we see him, we'll have scooted forward a few years, Tallahassee.
We shall. Now, I'd really want to leave you with a little passage from the Book of Cain.
Oh, you know what? I think that's a perfect way to round off the series. And in fact, with your permission, I think that should be the last thing that we speak in this series. If we say our goodbyes, and then we'll allow the series to finish on your words out of the Book of Cain. Is that okay?
That sounds good to me.
All right, well, I guess on that note then, it's time for me to sign off and say again, thank you guys. Thank you, Tallahassee, for all the time you spent in this series. I look forward to seeing you in Diablo 3. But in the meantime, folks, on behalf of myself, Sambo, Tallahassee, so saying take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. We'll see you in the next world. Until then, it's bye-bye.
And at the end of days, wisdom shall be lost, as justice falls upon the world of men. Valor shall turn to wrath, and all hope will be swallowed by despair. Death, at last, shall spread its wings over all, as fate lies shattered forever.